Hi people! Today, we're welcoming you with a pretty difficult question. Is Heartland Season 15 better than Heartland Season 14 or vice versa? Well, before trying to come up with an answer to this harsh comparison, let's remember Heartland together. Heartland is the longest-running Canadian TV series. The show has been on air since 2007 and has released one successful season after another. It follows the Flemings, who are the owners of the Heartland Ranch. The series starts when the family loses its mother through an unfortunate accident. The incident causes deep sorrow in the family. By that point, only the younger daughter Amy and the grandfather Jack were at home. Lou, the older daughter, was in New York while Tim, the father, was long lost. This sudden death, however, managed to bring the family back together. It wasn't easy by any means to reunite, and yet, still, they managed to stick together for good. There was one more addition to the family through Ty Borden, a young boy with a problematic family who is in immediate need of a job and shelter. Heartland Ranch was the perfect place for him, as he not only fulfilled his needs but also found a new family for himself. Throughout the years, we watched what had happened to these characters. None of the characters had an unbelievable life filled with unrealistic adventures. On the contrary, Heartland's strength lay in its ability to present real life as it's without any exaggeration. This ability made the show and all of its characters highly relatable for all of us. We were watching a fictional show, of course. But somehow, everyone on the show was so real. This unique nature of the series has been preserved for more than a decade, making it one of the most successful series in Canada. When Netflix bought the streaming rights of the show, the series had opened to the international audience and it had become a turning point for Heartland. Now, the show has more fans than ever and seems to be ready to continue for long years ahead. The problem is, when it comes to such accomplished shows, it's always difficult to rank the seasons or episodes as all of them are great. Nevertheless, we will try our best to have a breakdown of the two seasons. First, we should look at the similarities between the two seasons. Both Season 14 and Season 15 are set in the great landscape of Alberta, Canada. This is a constant throughout the seasons of the show. However, the cinematography that utilizes this landscape is also highly similar between the two seasons. We often find ourselves watching scenes that look like a picture from a postcard or a Bob Ross painting. Therefore, even if there were nothing else going on for them, both of the seasons would be worth watching just for the sake of the amazing landscape. Besides, both seasons give priority to the child characters more than the previous seasons. This is mostly because Katie, Lindy, and Parker are growing up, and it looks weird to have them around doing nothing. Thus, we often watch the kids working on some project or sharing an emotional friendship moment. This is good for the show in our opinion, as they bring youth and freshness to the long-lasting series. We can also say that both seasons are very emotional and highly focused on family relations, similar to all the other seasons of Heartland. When we say emotional, we don't mean sorrowful. Instead, it's heartwarming, putting a calm smile on our mouth while making our eyes a little bit teary. When it comes to differences, we have a lot to say. First and foremost, Season 14 starts with the death of Ty, which creates a pretty negative atmosphere that lasts throughout the season. It's a sad season overall, as we often found ourselves crying together with our characters. The impact of Ty's death could be felt in each episode, and the entire Heartland clan was in mourning for most of the season. Season 15, on the other hand, started with a much positive note. We saw that life is pretty good in Heartland, and all the characters were moving on with their lives. Even Amy and Lindy were mostly happy, as they were getting used to being on their own. In contrast to having the news of a death in Season 14, Season 15 started with the news of a marriage, setting the tone for the rest of the season. Another difference between the two seasons is that Season 14 was highly focused on Amy and how she feels. However, Season 15 is more family-focused than prioritizing a single character. Well, at least it's been that way so far. Besides, Season 14 was filled with ambiguities for the majority of the characters, while in Season 15 characters are more on certain tracks in life for the most part. For instance, Tim and Jessica were together in Season 14, but their future was not certain. In Season 15, they are a married couple. Again, in Season 14, Lou was racing for the mayorship and her career path was not certain. In Season 15, she is the mayor and that's it. In Season 14, Amy was clueless about life after Ty. In Season 15, she knows what she wants in life and puts effort into it. And last but not least, we have to mention the absence of Georgie from Season 15 as a difference between the two seasons. Her presence in Season 14 was very refreshing. Therefore, lacking her is a major negative point for Season 15. Nevertheless, overall, we believe that Season 15 of Heartland is way better than Season 14, as it's more positive and provides a secure, cozy environment for the audience. We feel like we're in our comfort zone when we are watching Season 15 of Heartland, and that feeling is priceless. What do you think? Which season would you prefer as the better one? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.